Welcome to Own Your Words. Eccentric. Meaning with examples. Pronunciation. Eccentric. Eccentric. It is an adjective and noun. Pronunciation. Eccentric. Eccentric. It is an adjective and noun. Adjective meaning. 1. Strange or unusual, sometimes in a humorous way. 2. Not perfectly circular. 3. Strange or unusual, sometimes in an amusing way. 4. Deviating from the recognized or customary character, practice, etc., irregular, erratic, peculiar, odd. 5. In geometry, not having the same center, not concentric, used especially of two circles or spheres at least one of which contains the centers of both. 6. In machinery, having the axis or support away from the center. 7. Unconventional and slightly strange. 8. Not placed centrally or not having its axis or other part placed centrally. Adjective examples. 1. He is an eccentric character who likes wearing a beret and dark glasses. 2. On first impressions it would be easy to dismiss Jonathan as an eccentric. 3. I work with a bunch of peculiar, eccentric guys who have a lot of really strange ideas. 4. The place is certainly atmospheric, the owner charmingly eccentric. 5. I work with a bunch of peculiar, eccentric guys who have a lot of really strange ideas. 6. Ultimately, this is just one of the pitfalls of working with eccentric artistic geniuses. 7. He gives a smile as he recalls that others have called him eccentric. 8. Together, the two extremes define the boundaries of a highly eccentric orbit. 9. His eyes narrowed slightly as he took in Dumbledore's eccentric appearance. 10. Her eccentric characters are imbued with humanity, and the ending is stunning. 11. I think I'm regarded as harmless and mildly eccentric, I'm happy with both qualities. 12. The strength of characters was very important, all were slightly eccentric. Noun meaning. 1. Someone who behaves in an eccentric way. 2. A person who has an unusual, peculiar, or odd personality, set of beliefs, or behavior patterns. 3. Something that is unusual, peculiar, or odd. 4. A person of unconventional and slightly strange views or behavior. 5. A disc or wheel mounted eccentrically on a revolving shaft in order to transform rotation into backward and forward motion, for example a cam in an internal combustion engine. Noun examples. 1. The slide valves were worked by eccentrics, rods, and rocking links. 2. When the eccentric rotates, the rocker arm moves the diaphragm up and down. 3. In interviews, he comes across as an engaging, amiable eccentric. 4. The boarders, however, are much more than eccentrics or oddballs. 5. Several spoke of him as a harmless and even lovable eccentric. 6. The shelf life of a true eccentric is not very long in Hollywood. 7. She was an elderly eccentric who lived with 25 cats. 8. She could have been a true British eccentric, although I seem to recall her having a foreign accent. 9. My mother is something of an eccentric. 10. God forbid the eccentric should start eating the mushrooms because then the strangeness really gets out of hand. If you like the video, please hit the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel for more videos.